Emoji is also here. I didn't know.
All right, so we'll start our session today. Today is 10th of September 2022, and today is a auspicious full moon day. So after our learning session is over, we'll go for full moon meditation, guided meditation. So first I will explain the several aspects, particularly for the new members who have joined in last few months or so. I will explain about the significance of full moon. And then there is also explain some prosperity ritual. Normally, it is, if we perform that ritual, it will be good for us. I will explain that also. How to do it and what are the practical aspects of that. So that is for our prosperity, which is normally done in the full moon day. And so just for the general understanding and of what is the interaction between the moon and the earth. So moon is the nearest celestial body. You can say what is in the cosmos, nearest one from us, and that's why it is. The effect is much higher. So effect, of course, there is a gravitational pull. We all know that the full moon, particularly on the day there are tides are going very high and low tides. That happens because we have already studied in the science in our schools that the high tide, low tide happens because of this moon's gravitational pull of this water. So it pulls the seawater, a lot of water, rush into that. When it subsides, then the water is given back to the rivers and other places. So that is called high tide, low tide. From thousands of years that the navigators, the boatmen use this for their own navigation because it is easier if there is if the high tide to go into the upstream and the low tide go to the downstream of the river. So this effect is seen on the Earth's surface. Many other not only high tide, low tide, but many other places. So primarily today's our focus is on the human body. What is the implications of this moon cycle on human body? So in the full moon, you see that we can see the face which is facing the sun, and this full face we can see it on the earth. So they are basically almost in the same line. And that is why you see that the eclipses is also happen on the full moon day. So that is because of that, the alignment. But even if not in the straight line, but it is still in the some alignment, in the sun, moon, and the earth, that happens on this full moon day. And then also it, as the full surface of the moon, they can reflect the sunlight, and also it is vertically, to that on the sky. So a lot of other rays also entered into that earth atmosphere during this full moon. So, and those have been, we are all actually vibrational being. All these vibrations we absorb, and that is how we get affected by it. But first, let us talk about vibration is one part. Let us talk about the gravitational pull also. So as you have seen that water that gets affected by the river water, sea water get affected by the pull, gravitational pull of the moon. That's why high tide, low tide, etc. happens. And scientifically, 70% of human body is made of water, that we all know. And the 70% made of water, so that's why the moon has a huge effect on our human body as well, because the water inside our body also get affected by this gravitational pull. I'm just explaining the scientific understanding of it. So there is some effect, because 70% of our constitution, our body is made of, it is being affected by the gravitational pull. So that's how we get into this. The several things we can take advantage of it. We have to be aware of it, and then we can maintain our health and in the best way possible. And the moon also affects our mind through these vibrations. As I said, that full moon day, it's a vertically, the atmosphere, a lot of other, the rays and etc. got into the atmosphere when it's vertical. There are many times what happens is some rays if it come oblique, it get reflected back. But if it is a vertical, it goes straight down. Just I'm giving some simple understanding how it works. So even if on other days, so many the rays and the vibrations, the waves get deflected onto our higher atmosphere, with a full moon day, they can enter into the atmosphere and reaches us. And these vibrations also affect our mind. So our mind is sensitive to this kind of vibrations, and so it influences our thought. So in that way, the moon influences our thought pattern. Though normally what happens is, if I make it in a very precisely what exactly it is doing on us and the human body, human mind, whatever we are into, we are put mind into, it enhances that. So it is a multiplier or enhancement effect happens during full moon. So in that sense, if our mind is full of thoughts, that thoughts increase, or randomness of the thought increase. And if somebody is already a mental patient, like their minds are not in their control, in the full moon day, this kind of chaotic mind also get increased. So that's why, you might have heard a term called lunatic, that is, lunar is linked with that, like the moon effect on the human mind. If somebody's mind is already destabilized, more destabilization happen. It will multiply that destabilization. Taking that, the clue, we can utilize it in other way around. Means, if we can keep our mind calm down, no thought, then also it magnifies that. So we go to the much deeper no thought zone. And that's why deep meditation is possible. Much, much deeper meditation is possible during full moon day. So that is the implication of that. And particularly if you see the full moon, it rises on the east, mostly after 1 hour within the moonrise time, the local moonrise time, 1 hour from there. So moonrise to 1 hour, that particular time is very good time for meditation. Each location has their own moonrise time. You can check that. And also that there is something called percentage of moon, which is full moon time, etc. It varies from place to place. It is constant in the earth, but different time zones in the earth, there will be different timing that happens. So whenever the moonrise happens, that is not necessarily the time when the moon reaches at the peak. It doesn't matter. You take the nearest one, which is the nearest moonrise time you have to this full moon time, 100% on the moon, and you choose that as your time for the meditation, like that particular day. So full moon day, it is already the moon is, come to the maximum facing to the sun. We can see the full part of the moon facing, which is lighted part of the moon maximum. And in that particular evening, moonrise time till next 1 hour from there, that will be the best time to meditate. Why? Because just now I explained that that is the time you can have a maximum effect of the moon on you. If it is the other side of the planet, you may not get that particular effect directly. Of course, there will be some effect, but not directly. So that is best time to do. However, when we do some group exercises, and particularly now it is all over the world, today we have members from Singapore, then all over India, then the Germany, Poland, the Europe, and then USA also, East, West, South, and North also. Yeah. Basant, it is north side of US, right? Ohio, or what they call Midwest, or what they call, it's northern, right? Yeah. So we have all over the US as well. So it is Midwest, what I'm saying. Yeah. So what I'm saying is different time zone. It is not possible to do the full moon meditation as a group and the particular local moonrise time for next 1 hour, but it's fine. As long as we energetically connect, we can still practice. And tomorrow also we'll have here, in Dubai and India, it will be Sunday morning. We'll have a next session. Maybe that will be evening in US. So that also you can take part. We'll do again the full moon meditation that time as well. So for the time being, understanding part of it. So full moon meditation, the way it is done, you can do your Kriya exercise first so that your channel is open. So after that, you need to face towards the east, looking towards the moon. It may not be possible today, it's a group exercise, but in general, you can do it on your own. It not necessarily you have to do that. Whether you can see I'm just explaining the process, what is the method, how it is done. Go to a place where the moon is directly visible. It can be your lawn of the garden of your house, or maybe rooftop or balcony, wherever the moon is visible. So you have to sit down in Chin Mudra, looking towards the moon, and then, of course, you will during meditation, your physical eyes will be closed, but you connect with your third eye. The line between you and the moon should be connected all the time during the meditation. That is the right way to do it, And often I get some questions like obvious question like, I don't have access to moon. I'm in the room and it's not possible to see right now. Or you are in a certain time zone where it is a daytime. If the moon has not risen right now. So what do? You face towards the east. Your east side you have to face, because that side the moon will rise. And face towards the east, or sometime maybe some area you are in the night time, it is evening time, but it is a cloudy, you cannot see the moon, you cannot see the outside, it is all fine. You can sit inside the room, but tentatively you locate where it should be the moonrise after 1 hour, where it should be, and if aim towards that with your closed eyes, that should be enough. Your intention with the connection that matters. Physical part is not that important, but if you get the chance, you take the advantage, it will be helpful. But it is not that without seeing the moon, full moon meditation is not possible. That is not correct. We can do full moon meditation sitting inside, just connecting to the moon with your third eye. That is my recommendation, is you have to connect, intend that your third eye is connected to the moon. Because it is during the deep meditation, that is the channel, that energy channel, it will be used to invoke that energy of the full moon to your body. First in the mind, then to body through the channel of your third eye. So that is the full moon meditation. And then we follow our, as I said, first the Kriya. Here the Kriya will be just to make your body or body cells energized with all this pranic energy. That is the purpose of the Kriya. And then followed by the meditation. That will be if you start that Kriya at the time of moonrise, so by within 1 hour of that moonrise time, it will be clearly visible after half an hour or so. And then you can connect to that moon, and then you can continue your further meditation on that. You can do 6-step meditation on that after connecting with the moon. So that is how we do the full moon meditation. And in case you are in a group, so make sure all of them are facing towards the moon. Like, it is not a circle. Normally we do group meditation, we do it in a circle, because that is idea is to have that kind of meditative energy equally distributed and balanced. Because if you not sit together like a dispersed way, the group energy gets a little disturbed. Okay, so that is to take advantage of that. But for full moon particularly, I am saying that you can make a half circle rather, instead of full circle, facing towards the moon. So that will also be helpful, so that everybody can connect to the full moon directly with their own third eye. So this is about that the meditation part. We'll end meditation with a normally like a thanking the moon. And full moon day also, it is a good time if we have done the manifestation of something you want in your life. But that should be done in presence of a master. So this manifestation, it is we have done last time in Gangasagar, that we have done that during full moon. As here, I think Aditi, Ramaji, Vikas, all of them, they were there. So we have just connect with the moon with the third eye, and Hari Om, and there are many are here who attended that. So that is we also, what I'm saying is that the manifestation of something new in your life, you can do it during this full moon, this process. That is a 3 manifestations. So then full moon, whenever we do some workshop, and in the full moon day, we will carry out these exercises, so that this manifestation, whatever you want in your life, 3 things that you can ask from the universe and get it. Yeah. So, or with the Babaji's blessing, so you invoke Babaji's blessings to manifest that whatever your wish or desire or intention. So that process, we cannot do it today because it needs the physical presence, but I'm just informing you. We'll conclude that like a normal, we just pray to the moon for thanking that for this, the opportunity to connect, and for this meditation. So it basically, we take the moon's energy to help us to go deeper into the meditation and our spiritual journey. So it is a very good practice to go to meditate during full moon, as I said earlier, that in your local time at 1, even if you do group meditation, if you're already moonrise time, that you need not to do it separately. Who are in the other time zones, they can do it after the moonrise again, just meditation, Kriya, and then followed by meditation. That I recommend, you can do that. So that is about the meditation part of it. So now I will go. Okay. So now I will go into. So now the explaining that. In giving 3 intentions. During full moon in presence of a master, that is a process that I said it needs the physical presence of a master. But you can do something on your own to to invoke prosperity in your life. And that is a particular ritual. So there is no hard and fast thing. Whatever I'm saying here, that is nothing that you have to do, but I'm explaining if you're interested to do. you can follow this ritual. So it is basically called the coconut ritual. We have to offer that a coconut to the universe. Okay, so I will explain you the process. First, let me explain the purpose of that. The coconut is the best thing you can offer to the universe. So, and when you give that to the universe, in return, the universe, gives it back to you with the materialistic wealth and prosperity. So that is the way that the universe responds to this gesture. So it has to be done in the properly in the pure fashion. Like your intention should be pure, and that with a deep devotion and gratitude, this needs to be done. So now I'm saying that. Going to the procedure, the detail how to do it. Each person will need one coconut each you need. But the coconut is, that it is semi-dressed coconut. Like of course that the outside part is the removed, but the inner part, the shell part, there should be some cone attached to it. Sometimes it is the cone and everything removed. That will not do. There is a particular coconut available for the puja purposes where the cone is available, like the shell with some kind of cone attached to it. So that is a semi-dressed coconut. Yeah. It is not including all this, the puff and the cover thing. The cover is removed, but it is not fully to the hard shell is there. So it is up to that, the cone type of thing. So that is the best thing you have to use for these purposes to offering to the universe. So you can buy one from the market or if you're, place where there is a puja items are normally available, they should have this kind of coconut. So available, so you can buy that. And in this, just some people ask me how big it is and how, doesn't matter. The size of coconut doesn't matter. Even if it is a very small, it's okay, as long as it has got that cone. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Uma is showing that. Yeah. So that is the type of thing. It is not, the coconut is not fully dressed. You see the cone is seen. So that is the type of coconut we have to use it here. Yeah, very good. So, and as I said, the size doesn't matter. As long as you can hold it in one hand, particularly left hand, you have to hold it. So in this, you have to just make sure that it is proper. It is not cracked or leaking or something like that. You have to check that it is proper. You can make the sound and see that it's a good coconut, and that it's a good for offering. So now let me come that how to do it. So during full moon day, anytime, it not necessarily during moonrise. You can do it during moonrise also. In Dubai, what we used to do, we used to do full moon meditation at the sea beach. So first we have to do this coconut ritual, then sit down together for a group meditation. Then we have to, disperse from there. Or maybe somebody bring some food item, you have to have some kind of picnic sort of thing and then disperse. So in this, what you need to do, you can do it anytime during the day, when the full moon day, anytime you can do there. You have to find out the sea or river or a lake, whichever water body, you need a water body, but it should be a natural water body. It cannot be done in a swimming pool. Okay. So even if the pond is also fine, it is a small lake or pond is also fine. So there is no issues with that. So what you need to do, so first you have to get that coconut ready. So you go towards that water body. Seawater is the best if you get it, if it is nearby you or you're visiting, that you can do that. During full moon day, now the process is just go near the water and then you check your nostril. This is called Vishnu Mudra. One of the nostril will be your dominant nostril, which will be freely flowing. So you can just try. So you can see the one of the nostril is dominant, freely flowing, and another is little blockage. So before the process, you remember you have to have your left nostril on. You have to have left nostril on before the process. So check whether it is you. Now you have the coconut. You went to near the lake or river or the sea. You went there. First thing, you check your nostril. It has to be, if your left nostril is on, it is dominant, then you need not to do anything. You are okay. But during that time, if you see that by checking your right nostril is on, that means you have to switch it to the left. Now I'll tell you how to switch that. So by Vishnu Mudra, by this, you press that your right nostril, this is my right. So I'm pressing it because it is dominant. I want this nostril to be on, left to be on before the process. So what I've done is, the dominant nostril I'm closing, and then I have to do 21 times inhalation, exhalation through my left nostril only, like 21 times. And then you release Vishnu Mudra. This is Vishnu Mudra. You release Vishnu Mudra, and then just see that your nostril will be changed, dominant nostril. If not, you have to repeat that, but hopefully by one chance it should be there. Our left nostril, right nostril interchanges every about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So it will naturally go to the other one. So, but the thing is, sometimes we may not have that kind of time to wait for automatically changing. So this is a technique that you use to just open that left nostril before we do this process. Now what to do it, you have to hold that coconut in your left hand. So left nostril is on, you take, normal breathing, go towards the lake with your left hand. With the coconut on your left hand, the cone should be outside. Uma, you already have the coconut. Can you hold it with your coconut cone outside? Yeah, this is the thing. You just rotate the hand like this. Yeah, rotate the hand. Yeah, that is the right way to hold it. In your left hand, that is how the coconut to be held. Yeah. Now you tiptoe towards the water, like you go to the ankle deep water, and while your left nostril should be already on, while inhaling, you have to release, you have to put your hand below the water level and just float that coconut out. Don't throw. Like you are holding it already, bring it below the water, lift and bend down, and then you put your hand below the water and just float that water. But during releasing that coconut, you should be inhaling. Already your left nostril on, but it should be inhaling. By inhaling, you release slowly, and then you make a pranam to the water body, because this water body, which is connected with the nature, is a representative of the universe. So you just pray that kindly offer that kindly accept my offering, and kindly, give me the prosperity and abundance to my best interest. So first you request to accept that offering, and then you pray to, or whatever you like to do, the abundance, prosperity, good health for all, good relationships, whatever you like to. The prosperity doesn't need only money. There are 7 dimensions of prosperity, many things. So your health, relationship, of course, monetary matters and other things, you can ask from that. But from that, so that this is the one way you'd have to open the account with the universe, that it will be returned with the prosperity which is in your best interest. So this is the process we need to do. It is recommended to do it total 13 moon cycles. Like it will stretch around 13 months. If you can do it, if there is some way it is not possible in between, this is okay. But if you get chance, if your water body is nearby, if it is coconuts are available, etc., if you can do it consecutive full moon, that 13 months, when like a little more than a year, so that will complete the whole process. Like this is the offering to the universe. In this, there are some practical things people ask me. Again, let me explain that. Some people say that that it is not, daytime. It is not, good. People will see and all. You find out evening time or late evening. Even if sometimes I went 4 o'clock in the morning and do it there when nobody was there. Okay. So you choose your time when you are feeling comfortable. If you're not comfortable with because now almost all sea beaches are full every time. So you select your time as per your convenience. So I used to take up my car at 4 o'clock out, go there and dip that and come back and then get ready for office and then go to office. Or late in the evening, it's up to you. And coconut is, of course, it is biodegradable material. Don't think that you are polluting it. But of course, there are local rules and regulations. So you should select such a area which is not strict. These are not banned. So I'm not recommending you break the law. So find out some place where it is possible. Or sometimes, particularly the rivers and all, the upstream it is allowed, means there is not much restrictions. Downstream, more and more it goes to the populations, cities and all, there are a lot of restrictions. So that is a place you can select to do that. And another particular thing, just let me explain it to you, that once you release the coconut, okay, don't look at that, what happened to that, okay. Some people say, oh, it is coming back to the shore. Or somebody else is coming, say another child is coming, he will take the God. Don't bother. So you offer is taken. What is happening after that, it is none of your business. Yeah. You have to just release it. The most likely coconut will float in the water. But your hand will go down and you take the one and then I normally put 3 times. So sprinkle the water on the head and the braid. So, and then you turn and come back. If you have a car and whatever, you just leave the place. Yeah, don't sit down there and see what is happening to the coconut. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, that is my recommendation. Let it go wherever it is. It come back to shore. Somebody else takes it. Some cleaner comes and picks it up. It is none of your business. Don't worry. Okay, your process is over. So this is how the coconut ritual is done for the prosperity. As I said, it is the best thing you can offer to that. Best thing you can offering to the universe, and that universe return that with this much prosperity of yours and in your life. And if you ask for what is in your best interest, so what is in the best interest, that will be you will be blessed with that from universe, from that way. So this is about the coconut ritual process. So now if there is any question, so you are welcome to ask me.
Guruji, yes. I have a question.
Vani, I'll come back to you. Seshi?
Yeah, Guruji, you few weeks back you were teaching about abundance, rituals. Like a few weeks back, is the coconut ritual related to that, or is like it is
no,
a general?
It's a separate ritual. Mm-hmm. And see, it is only to be done in the full moon, and other rituals can be done any other day.
Okay.
Okay, it's a good thing to practice, but if you are just following, full moon is at the peak of energy, and that kind of energy, you are connecting to that, the universe, and offering it is the best time to offer. Okay, and this is how the universe will give you the things back, with much, much abundance, because there is an infinite source. It doesn't have a fixed amount of money that it cannot distribute, already distributed to 200 people, and there's nothing left. It will never happen. Okay. But from our side, like we give Guru Dakshina, like that, the best way to give it to universe is coconut. Okay. You do give it upfront, and then the return that, it will come automatically through different channels. It will come. So it is a ritual. I'm just saying that you don't have to do it if you don't feel like, there is no compulsion you have to do it. But if there is an opportunity, it's a good practice in a good ritual, so that then you can follow. But don't go out of the way to, maybe you have to, take a train for 5 hours to go to some place to go have coconut. I don't think that would be a bit too much. Yeah? So you wait for another phase of your life. Maybe you will get chance in the future of that sort, and then you can do it. But of course, if you have an opportunity to do that, so it will be good if you can do that.
And
Priority wise, if you can do it, sea water is best, then river, and then lake, and then there is pond. Yeah.
and like doing it 13 times is a must, because like all the time we will not have, suppose uh, from my perspective, and I'm thinking that I may not have access at this moment, but like for example I go to India and I have access, but 13 consecutive times may not be possible, so like one time is not enough.
No, if it is not possible, it's not possible. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm saying this is a recommended, but not you have to. That reverse is not true. Yeah,
Mhm.
and if you cannot do it because of any reason, just put the intention on ki next time, next available time, I will do it, and that should be enough. No bad thing will happen if you discontinue. But if you have a chance, if you have this, you can do it 13 times. I'm just explaining the whole process. Okay, but of course we need to see how much practical it is, and whether availability and all these kind of things are also important. Yeah, you have to take it into consideration. But even if you can do it once, it is fine. It's not that I cannot do 13 times, so I should not do even a one time. No, that may not be a good idea. If you get chance, you can do it once and see what happens.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, Vani, you are asking something?
Yeah, Guruji. We don't get with that top on the coconut in US. So I was just wondering whether it will not be a full offering if that top is not there.
Okay. No, if it is not available, then you just take the other one also, but not broken, of course. Full
Yeah.
coconut. But US, I have seen a lot of Indian groceries and all those things. They keep these kind of things. But or maybe some shop they keep the puja items, but you look there.
Okay. And I wanted to know if there is any alternate to coconut. I mean, can we offer fruit or like? I mean, I don't know. That's just
No,
asking.
no. In this process, should be only coconut. No
Okay.
other fruit. No substitute. If you don't have it, don't do it. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe whenever you visit India or some place, you can do that. If full moon comes, you can do that. But if it is not possible, it's not possible. It's okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
I'm telling that if it is available and it is possible, and this is the way to do it.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
Okay? All right.
Guruji, I have a question.
Yes, Chaitali.
Guruji, during the 13 times, 13 months, if I break once, then again I have to start from the beginning?
No, not necessarily. Yeah, you can just continue, but total 13.
Total 13. Okay.
Again, same thing. Like it is better to do continuously. If because of any reason one time it could not happen, then you can just skip that and continue the next one.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
All right. Any other question from anyone? Okay, so all good. So now we will first we'll do the Kriya, 2 rounds, and then we'll go into guided full moon meditation. So for the Kriya, you just sit straight. Now you need not to change the direction. Before full moon meditation, you can change the direction, face towards the east, but not now. If it are already facing east, it's fine, but otherwise you continue practicing Kriya. Then you change your position. Then you have to look at towards the east, and then we do the full moon meditation, which will be the guided meditation, like a normal guided meditation, but facing towards the moon. And as I said, you have to connect with your third eye to the moon that time. All right, you sit straight. Breathe in and breathe out few times to relax yourself. Now take a deep breath in for 3 Om chanting. Now Guru Vandana. Akhandamandalakaram vyapam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Ajnanatimira Jnana Janashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. With the divine blessings of Mahavatar Babaji, his sister Mataji, Amar Jyoti ji, Guruji Prem Nirmal, Guru Bharti Nirmal, and all the masters of Guru Mandala. We shall start our Nirmal Kriya first in Pran Mudra. In Pran Mudra, before we start Pran Mudra, I'm getting some message. We have time now. We will do all 5 mudras today. We will not do Pran and Shikhar. We'll do Pran, Apan, Saman, Uran, Vayan, and then we'll go into full moon meditation. All right? Okay. Now, come to Pran Mudra.